Bum ba da bum ba da bum bum bum. Bum ba da bum ba da bum bum bum. Do 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 do.
Okay, that totally didn't work. Bonjour, and welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast that bites off more than it can chew.
Yeah.
I am NANABOOZHOO, and over here, the lovely and the talented Natasha. Ikadon Bonjour, Weenie Mushane. Say hello.
Bonjour, Gakina. Hello, everyone.
And over here, the rock star cartoonist, Michael Lyons. Ikadon Bonjour, Niji. Say hello, brother. Hey, everyone, welcome to the show. And welcome back to the podcast, the live stream podcast about Ojibwe language, culture, history, celebrity gossip, conspiracy theories, health tips, medical advice on the coronavirus and vaccinations. We do it all here, huh, sweetie?
We're not going to do that, are we?
I don't know, we might. Sunny day, la-di-da-di. How you doing, baby?
I'm okay.
Are you on your way to where the air is new?
Can you tell me how to get to NANABOOZHOO? How to get to NANABOOZHOO?
I'm right here, baby.
Oh, okay. Then you don't have to tell me, I guess.
And so here we are. What day is it?
It's got to be Thursday.
Thursday?
Thursday. It's Thirsty Thursday.
It's Thursday. Neo Geisha Good. It's the fourth day, sweetie.
The fourth day.
Thursday. Neo Geisha Good. And on this fourth day, I want to go forth and teach some Ojibwe language and culture.
Do you really?
Yeah, you know. I don't know if I want to. I feel kind of obliged to.
How come?
You know, that Diane Swope.
Yeah, what about Diane?
She's always wanting to stop in and say, hey, bonjour. You know, it's just like her.
I know, that is like her.
You know, so I kind of feel like maybe Diane's going to want to learn some Ojibwe words. And so here we are. Don't tell her I'm talking. Oh, no. There she is, sweetie.
No, is she here?
Mm-hmm. Hello, Diane. We were just, speak of the devil. We were just talking about you. Speak of the ginger, I should say.
Hey, don't say that. That's racist.
You can't be racist against gingers.
You could totally be racist against gingers.
Is ginger a race?
Yeah, it's a race. It's the race of the, the day-walking undead, whatever you call it.
Don't say that about gingers.
Well, I'm not the one who made the rules.
Diane says, I do want to learn. Well, you come to the right place. Today I learned that ginger is a race.
Yeah, they come from, like Ireland and Scotland, and they're the red-haired race.
Oh, okay. Can you be racist against non-white people?
You for sure can. What are you kidding? Welcome to America.
Welcome to America, she says. Did you hear about those two girls at that college? They got into trouble.
The ones who were bullying the white kids?
Yeah. These two girls came on, Twitter or whatever. They were outraged. I couldn't believe it. All they were doing was minding their own business in the Multicultural Student Union. There's a new term now. It's Black Indigenous, BIPOC. Black Indigenous People of Color. The Student Union, Multicultural Student Union. And these two, excuse my language, white guys came in with their, one guy was wearing a We Support the Police t-shirt or something. And they had got food from Chick-fil-A, who are a Christian group, don't even, respect a woman's right to abort her children. And so these two black girls were like, got on their phones like, hey, get out of here. You're not welcome here. You know, what you're doing here is a hostile act. You come into our space here with your pro-Trump stuff, get on, go on, you know. Then, you know, the boys, report it or whatever. Somehow they get called out. And they're shocked to learn that the school goes, yeah, that's kind of racist. You can't kick the white boys out of the multicultural student union just because they're, you know, supporting the police. I mean, can you imagine what would happen if we kicked out everybody wearing a Black Lives Matter t-shirt out of the white student union? Yeah, no kidding. So the girls were just upset. That's not racist. Just because we wanted to discriminate against these white boys. And now we're in trouble? What a racist school. Today is the Ojibwe word of the day. Ojibwe phrase of the day. That's racist. You're going to call out things? Yeah. Let's make this part of the show. NANABOOZHOO calls it racist. Did you know everything was racist? I'm starting to suspect that. Mm-hmm. Joseph's racist. Is he really? Oh, yeah. Terrible racist. You see that cartoony Chinese peace sign he always uses? What do you mean? I mean, look at it. He goes, I made it. And he gives a peace sign, but it's a yellow skin. That's racist. Sweetie, that doesn't mean an Asian hand. It doesn't? No, you're racist for connecting it. Oh, cheers. Because I'm the racist. Hey, look at this. It's Anna Koheba. Voon-rent. I think we got a artificial intelligence or something. This thing looks like it's from Russia. I hope we're not getting hacked. Maybe it's a real person. We're worldwide. We could be. Welcome to the show. Oh, and John Redcorn's back. Hey, how you doing, John? Nice to see you. John's here, sweetie. BOOZHOO, John. John says, Niji, back in the hometown. Midgie. Yeah, no kidding, huh? What is it right now, like 5 below? I think it says it's 7 below. 7 below, which is a relief. It was 17 below yesterday. I had to get up every couple hours to run the faucets. So far, so good. Nothing's froze up. If I remember right from last year, I think it has to be over 10 below for the pipes to freeze. But even so, I still make my little rounds around the house. It's weird when it gets this cold. It's hard not to get anxious. Start to feel, is something bad going to happen? I get all neurotic. I start worrying. Why is my cat acting so listless? I hope he's not dying. Is that what you think? Yeah, immediately. You know. Pickup still not running. Gonna have to pour some of that heat, bottled heat. Get my pickup running again. Either that, we're gonna have to call up Chad, come over and charge the battery. Yeah, he's always good for that. You guys got one of those friends you can count on to come help start your car? That's your most important friendship. The guy with jumper cables, you know. Chad's bailed me out a couple of times. I remember one time the pickup just for whatever reason decided not to start. It's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm out, out on the town. I think I was outside the grocery store, but just, I parked and then came back out, and it's an old, that pickup's like 22, 23 years old now. And just didn't start. And I went, should I go through the motions of putting up the hood and going, let me see. What could be the problem? I don't know anything about cars. But I do know Chad's number. So I called him up. He comes out with his pickup with a thing in the back of the pickup with all the tools, Grabs some stuff. He even has a flashlight ready, I don't have any of that. I'm there with a cigarette lighter over my engine going, what's wrong? And he comes out and, tweaks the wires on the battery and goes, yeah, this thing's just loose. Here, let me straighten that. Starts right up. And, he's one of those friends that will do a favor without holding it over your head. He acts like he was happy to do it. Hey, yeah, I was just lying alone in bed doing nothing. You mean you were sleeping when I called you? Yeah. So, since I wasn't doing anything, why not come here at 10 o'clock at night and get your car started doing something you could do easily if you weren't totally dumb. But he didn't say that, so I guess I'm buttering him up in case he's watching this morning. Yeah. I might need to call you, dude. Anyway, so on this fourth day, what are we talking about? Anin Eji Eyayan. How are you? How are you guys? How are you, sweetie? Anin Eji Eyayan. Oh, I'm great. Mino Eya. I'm good. Yeah. And then you can ask Andi Ejayan. Andi Ejayan. Where are you going? I'm not going anywhere. I'm just watching the show. No, but these are the questions we have to ask ourselves. How are you? Where are you going with your life? What are you doing with your life, sweetie? I'm watching the show with you, my sweetheart. No, I mean, are you achieving your goals? Are you living to your highest potential? Nope. Aren't you? I don't know, probably. I guess I don't really think about it. Yeah, me either. That's not true. I'm always thinking about it. Today I want to talk about, I know you were going to talk about, maybe you could talk about this later. You want me to talk about who, what, where, why, and how? Yeah. I can. What? I'm just thinking right here. What if we did a whole podcast where I just froze and thought in real time? I wonder how quickly people would switch off. Pretty quick, I suppose. Anin, Ayan, how are you? Every once in a while, I think it's good to take stock in yourself. Yesterday, we were talking about that medicine wheel, sweetie. You got to look at yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Yeah. And, work on yourself, But it all begins with asking yourself, how are you? Whoop. Anin Eji Ayan. How are you? You ask a Minnesotan how they are, most of the time you're going to get kind of a very modest, oh, not bad. I can't complain. Could be worse. They're not going to share their troubles with you right away. But it's kind of culturally, not just with natives, but with just rural Minnesota people. Culturally, it's not good to just go, oh, I'm doing great. I'm crushing it. Oh, man, I've never been so good. It seems like you're kind of rubbing it in people's face. You got to kind of pretend your life is not that great. Oh, it's not too bad. Not too bad. It's bad. Me? How am I? I'm not too bad. I'm pretty bad. But if I was too bad, I'd tell you, oh, that's too bad. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not too bad. Oh, good. Honey and AJ Ayan, how are you? Oh, me? I can't complain. I mean, I have stuff to complain about, but I can't because I live in northern Minnesota. And if you go, oh, yeah, well, I'm broke and I've been cheating on my wife and I got an addiction to pain pills and I've been embezzling from my company. I'm doing bad, really bad. Thinking about, throwing rocks through the store window or something. I'm bad. People be like, hey, I don't want to hear your troubles. When I asked you how you are, I didn't mean it. I meant for you to say, fine. And yourself? Fine. Baby doll, you're fine. Nah. And Daniel Black is here. BOOZHOO Daniel Black. Daniel Black's here, sweetie. Well, hi, Daniel. How you doing, buddy? You like that old Daniel, don't you? I know, I love Daniel. Zagame is here. BOOZHOO Zagame. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the BOOZHOO crew. Welcome to the Thursday, the day we go forth and talk about these important issues. They're important, honey. What's important? We got to end the racisms. We going to do that on the show today? Yeah. What can we do to end the racisms? Should we kill all the white people? No, that's racist. Oh, yeah. I feel like there's kind of there's a greater demand for racism. The supply and demand isn't there. Like I found out too late, yesterday was the anniversary of the big hanging, Abe Lincoln's big old mass execution of... No, yesterday was Wounded Knee. Yeah. What was it? December 26th was the mass hanging of the Dakota Oyate? Of the Sioux people? Yep, the 38 Sioux. Okay, so Lincoln kills... Was it Lincoln? I don't know who was president then. December 26th was a big day in New Ulm or somewhere, where they hung a bunch of Sioux guys, 38 of them. And you know who designed the thing they hung them from? What do you mean? Like that, they hung 38 guys at the same time, which is insane. I almost don't want to believe it happened, but somehow they had a trial and they found 38 guys guilty of must be murder, or they wouldn't have hung them. You know, and that must have been some trial. English speakers deciding on what happened with a whole group of Dakota speakers. But anyway, so they decide, originally I think it was like 250 or something. And then Abraham Lincoln, being our hero, goes, you know what? Nah, let's let them go. You can kill 38 of them. And they went, okay, we'll kill these 38 guys. I think it was 38. Maybe it was 83. I don't know. But the famous architect, Frank Lloyd Webber. Frank, is that a real guy? Yeah, I think so. Frank Lloyd Webber. You guys probably know. Diane probably knows who this is. But he was like a famous architect or something. He designed they had this great big square contraption where you could hang 38 guys all at once on the day after Christmas. That's what's another weird thing about that story. Didn't they take Christmas breaks back in the 1800s? So anyway, John Redcorn says 38 plus 2. Okay, 38 plus 2. I forget what that plus 2 meant. But that happened on December 26th. And, you know, I don't even think racism's a word for that. But then, yesterday was the anniversary of the Wounded Knee Massacre. I mean, you know, I'm starting to feel guilty about how much teasing I do for the Dakota, because they really have had a rough time of it. But that was last night, when the U.S. government came in and just killed a bunch of women and children. Bare my heart and wounded knee. But, so, where am I going with this? Andy Ajayan, where are you going? Where am I going? Where are we going? Well, I want to say this much. Things are better now. Yeah, that's true. You know, it's been quite a while since I strung up 38 plus 2 of us. So, hats off for the progress. Don't you mean progress? No, Canada. I mean progress. We don't say progress in this neck of the woods. That's right. Canadians always say progress. Yeah. Canadians are weird, eh? No, they're not. I love Canada. Yeah, I kind of do too. Begin the day with a friendly voice, a companion unobtrusive. Plays that song that's so elusive, and the magic music makes your morning move. Ah. One likes to believe in the freedom of Rush. I miss Rush. You're not really even that big of a Rush fan. I know, it's kind of true. I like liking Rush more than I actually like Rush. What do you mean? Like, I really respect Rush. I respect Rush so much that it makes me like Canada. But I only listen to like 3 or 4 Rush songs ever. And, you know, I'm not really the biggest Rush fan. I wasn't even sure if it was Neil Peart or Neil Peart when he died. I've been calling him Neil Peart, like the shampoo. Yep. Anyway, these are just some of my thoughts on racism, tragedy. Did you know tragedy? You know what that is? What is it? Tragedy is when the feeling's gone and there ain't no one. That's tragedy. Really? Yeah. Tragedy is when you're alone inside and you don't know why. That's tragedy. Tragedy, when the feeling's gone, there ain't no one, it's tragedy. When you're alone inside and you don't know why, it's hard to do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Bee Gees knew it. Tragedy. What do you think about intergenerational trauma? You mean like trauma passed down through the generations? Yeah. Do people actually feel the wounds of their ancestors? I don't know. Sometimes I think, like especially Native people can get triggered by stuff like boarding schools. It's hard to explain just how outraged and it makes you want to cry when you hear about something that happened at boarding school. Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that myself. It's weird. I don't know if I've just psychologically... Yeah. So there's this thing called intergenerational trauma. And I was reading somebody's Twitter or whatever, which I never do, by the way. Anybody who's here because I share on Twitter, that's the only thing I do is post this video on Twitter. I'm never reading that stuff. But yesterday, for some reason, I did read the post right below mine. And the lady was saying, yeah, today is the anniversary of Wounded Knee. And I weep for my ancestors. And I feel the pain of the intergenerational trauma. And made me think, it's like, is that a thing? What, you know? But then, anytime I see a boarding school movie, and yeah, I make jokes about it, and I'm all irreverent, but when I see a little kid get his braids cut off in a movie, I lose it. I know, it's the saddest thing. I can watch, you know, Roots and the Holocaust and any movie about any other group, dry-eyed. I see Indian kids getting abused in boarding school, and it really upsets me. So yeah, I kind of think intergenerational trauma is a thing. I mean, sometimes we use it as an excuse, just, you know, for our racism. Hey, you dirty white man, you stole our land. It's like, shut up. It's not your land. It was your ancestors' land at best. And they stole it from the Sioux, so shut up. But yeah, so it's weird. Okay, I'm going to talk about it. You going to talk about how to do what you want? Yeah. So, intergenerational trauma. In my case, and I know Michael feels the same way, there is the boarding school era. Both of Michael's grandparents went to Flandreau Indian boarding school. And actually, for the record, your grandfather had a bad experience and ran away, but your grandma liked it, huh? Yeah, she loved boarding school. So, you know, he's the descendant of both camps, You know, the abused boarding school child and the boarding school child who thought it was great, had a good school experience. But, where's it going with this? Oh, this is something I learned in the course of the last 20 years, I guess. I'm going to pull an elder card here. I know some of you guys are as old as me. If Papa Wagosh was here, I think he's older than me. But I learned this thing. It was actually from my Ida Downwind. Although she was probably Ida Braveheart when she taught me this. But I learned it was true, and it was true for Michael too. When you get down to the what, who, where, and how. Who, what, where, and when. We forgot when. But things started working out. Okay. Where do I begin, sweetie? Want to make it a short story. Yeah, I want to make it a short story. Okay, very briefly. Like everybody in the world, I struggled with some depression and anxiety and some, internalized trauma. Probably had some historical trauma. Whatever. And at the same time also had many blessings and gifts in my life. But I kind of found the trick, the secret to finding what probably is your life's path. I found what my kind of purpose was in life. And then I also kind of found a way to kind of create a happy life for myself and to kind of overcome some of that trauma and how to overcome depression and stuff. So here's what you do. This is for the kids. Well, going in. What? Well, going in. This is the first question I want to ask you. What do you love? If you want to figure out what you should do with your life, well, going in, what you should do with your time, how you can make a life for yourself, how you can be happy, who you should be, all this stuff. When you're a little kid, we used to do this. I don't know if we're doing this to kids anymore. What's that? When I was a kid, grown-ups always ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I would say, I want to be a rock star. Or I'm going to be a cartoonist. I want to be somebody cool like Paul Stanley or David Bowie. And if that doesn't work out, I want to draw comic books or comic strips. I can be like Charles Schultz, And these days I don't know if we're asking kids that much. I heard somebody talking about how we're not doing our kids any favors by giving them, gold stars just for participation. Yeah, we didn't do that today. Yeah, let's skip it today. The participation, how like on the show, I'm always giving out gold stars for being here first and silver stars for second, whatever. I do that, it's fine because we're old. But when you're young, giving kids participation trophies, the kids are miserable now. They don't have good self-esteem because they're not good at anything. They're not taught to compete. They don't believe us when we say, you're all good just the way you are. But I'm here to tell you, if young people watching me now, if you look at this show and you go, oh, that's cool. Oh, that NanaBOOZHOO, he gets to sing and play the guitar. And he likes to draw. He's got comic strips and stuff. Michael Lyons, he's got those children's books. There's a lot of kids who dream of either drawing or making music or doing something creative. Well, here's what I learned. There's 4 things you got to do that work together if you want Gitchi Manadu, the Great Spirit, to make it happen for you. So I knew what I wanted to be. And I knew who I wanted to be. I went in. Gin. I really want to know. Who are you? But that's not what I want to know. Who do you love? What do you love and who do you love? Now, when it came to me, I knew I loved music and I knew I loved drawing. And you go, who do you love? I say, what do you mean, who do I love? I love Natasha, Michael. But just like a group, I don't know, a family, a friends. But I really get a kick out of them little Indian kids. When I figured out that I really liked, working with children, which I don't like working with children. I just get a kick. Those little Indian kids are really funny and smart and full of energy and whatever. I knew a bunch of little res kids I really loved. Undi, where? This is what Ida told me. You got to figure out what you love, figure out who you love, figure out where the problem is. Where's the heartbreak? Where is the issue? Where are the problems they have? The people you love, what problems do they have? Maybe you love your grandma. And what's her problem? She's got diabetes. She's got dementia. She's got health issues. She got to stay in a nursing home. Well, what do you love? You love to sing. Who do you love? You love your grandma. Where's the problem? She's in a nursing home. Finally, Anin. How? How can you help her problem? Well, if you're trying to help your grandma's problem of being confused, scared, feeling sick, feeling bad, you can address that problem doing what you love for the person you love. If you love to sing, go to the nursing home, put in a CD, be like the fat sister on This Is Us, and sing Cyndi Lauper. If you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting, time after time. And then watch what happens. The universe will open doors for you. Pretty soon somebody sitting in that nursing home is going to go, hey, you know what? My granddaughter is a record producer. Why don't you give her a call? Or that will lead to something else. You'll meet a piano player who wants to be in your band. Figure out what you love to do. Figure out who you love. Figure out where they have a problem that you can address. And figure out how you can use what you love to help the people you love. Now, for years, Michael drew comic strips, comic books, greeting cards. Didn't you even get a gig doing those wine bottles cards? Yeah, this lady commissioned me to do a series of like thank you note type stuff you'd put on a bottle of wine. Oh yeah, that's a dumb idea. Yeah, it was stupid, but it paid well. Yeah, but nothing, so we did this for like years. Didn't you have comic strips like Coffee House 5 and Prairie Rose? Yep. And nothing, you kept drawing and get little successes. It wouldn't work. But Michael loved to draw. When Michael, what was your first children's book? The first one was Dog in My Ingan. Dog in My Ingan. Do we have a picture of that? I should pull it up. Oh, wait, I got a joke later. I don't have dog. I have Little Cutie. But, so you wrote Dog in My Ingan. And what did you notice? Once I started doing something in Ojibwe language, then people wanted me to visit their classes and talk to the kids. And I started doing like drawing parties and public readings on my books and stuff. Yeah, that's right. Didn't you go down to Onagum and have a pizza party and a coloring party with all the kids once? Yeah, it was great. And, a whole bunch of adults came. I think the newspaper came and stuff. Yeah. So Michael ended up drawing a series of Ojibwe language books that dealt with kind of Ojibwe ideas, concepts, like going on a vision quest, teaching, some, light Ojibwe stuff. Why did you choose to do the Ojibwe things? Well, it was just like you said. When when I figured out, hold on a second, I'm going to get rid of this picture. Go ahead. When I learned that I was supposed to use what I loved to help the people I loved, I noticed a lot of those Indian kids didn't know their language or anything about their culture. And, I just took 1 or 2 steps forward, and then opportunities start opening up. Yeah, it's crazy. Diane remembers those days. How you doing, Diane? Diane wants her gold star. Diane wants her participation trophy. Let's give her a gold star. All right, Diane. Just because you were there with those little Anagam kids. But you remember what that was like, working with those little kids? When you use something that you love to do anyway, to help a group of people that you care about, because it doesn't work. Like, have you ever tried to do a project for somebody you didn't care about? Like, I remember one time, I was trying to make it as a musician. And I got an opportunity to write a commercial jingle for an advertising agency in Duluth. And because I'm a big mouth and I fake confidence, I went in there and I told them I could do it. And got the opportunity, went home, and it wasn't good. It was for a commercial for a ski lodge. And I was supposed to play like pretty acoustic guitar. Dun 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 da 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 dun 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 da da da. And then it would show them skiing down the hill, and then electric guitar would kick in. Na 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 na, And I could play the guitar part, but I didn't have the equipment, and it really required a whole band sound, not just one guitar. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. When I've tried to use my gifts, because this is the other thing, the things you're good at and the things you love to do, that's a gift. Gitche Manadu gives everybody gifts. We're all born with stuff we're good at. Now your job as a little kid is to figure out what are you good at and what do you like. It's easy. Just go check stuff out. Watch movies, read comic books, listen to music, meet people, ask questions, analyze your life, figure out who you want to be. And then also pay attention. We're not just random. It wasn't an accident that you're here. Your science teacher in school is going to say, hey, it was a big bang, and it was just random accidents over and over again that we're born. There's no reason for you being here. There's no reason, But I'm here to tell you, there is a reason for you being here. There's actually a reason for all this stuff. Sometimes you don't know why. But for me, when I figured out that I really love being funny, drawing pictures, singing, playing the guitar, flirting with my girlfriend, being creative. Nobody cared, nothing that was happening for me. But when I took what I loved to do anyway, and I thought about people who I care about, like the BOOZHOO crew. I originally intended this to be for little people. And it turns out Generation X is more into Ojibwe than anything. But when I use what I love to do anyway, to help the people that I love address a problem they have, where their problems lie. When I grew up, there weren't a lot of Ojibwe speakers. There weren't a lot of people talking about our culture and our history. Even my grandparents, the boarding school survivors. One common thing that a lot of boarding school, it's like veterans of foreign wars. You go down to the VFW and those old timers, they're not going to talk about what they saw in combat. You can tell a guy who really was in the war, He's just there drinking. He doesn't want to talk about it. The boarding school people, except my grandma, who loved boarding school, would tell stories. But the people who went there and had a bad experience, they didn't like talking about it. And they raised a whole generation of children of boarding school survivors who grew up, the rest of the world saw them as native, but their parents didn't teach them anything, and they didn't know their language. And so a lot of us grew up feeling like bad Indians. It's like, yeah, okay. Sure, I've seen Dances with Wolves 12 times, but I don't even know how to say grandma and grandpa in Ojibwe, So when I used cartoons or music or whatever, and I started teaching kids how to say grandma and grandpa in Ojibwe. Mishomis and Nakumis. Grandma and grandpa, go tell your grandma you love her. Gizagain. Gizagain. Nakomis. Gizagain. I love you. When I started doing that, then everything lined up. That's when I found my purpose. When you're living your purpose, you got no problems. The bills will take care of themselves. I remember it sounds so obnoxious. I used to watch, Tony Robbins, whoever, motivational speakers. Do what you love and the money will follow. Well, last night, speaking of which, that's what I'm talking about. Sweetie, Zagame came through with another $10. Zagame, miigwech. See, thank you, miigwech, Zagame. Just like that, kids. When you're doing what you're supposed to, the Creator will provide for you. That doesn't mean He's going to make it rain dollar bills. It means He's going to send little angels. Angels who are walking on the earth like Zagame. He's going to go, you know what? I got this $10. I ain't going to need it. I'm going to send that over to Natasha NanaBOOZHOO. So here's my last word on this, sweetie, and I'll let you get up here. Figure out what you love. And you probably already know. Figure out who you love. And you probably know that too. Don't be embarrassed to say you love this group. Young kids. Okay, here's a question I'm hearing a kid ask. What if what I love to do is dumb? Like I love skateboarding. Or I love to play video games. Here's the good news. Yeah, those are dumb things. You think skateboarding is dumb? Well, it's dangerous. It takes skill. That's pretty cool, I guess. But no, you're not gonna cure polio with skateboarding. But if you love skateboarding and you care about, kids with polio, you can use your skateboarding love to, how about this? Have a festival. Put up a poster that says we're going to raise money for kids with polio. Come to our skate park extravaganza, whatever. And then watch Get Your Money to Send Angels. It might be the VFW guys. Go, hey, what? You know what? We're going to sponsor your skateboarding club. Let's have a World of Warcraft tournament. We'll raise money for children with diabetes through World of Warcraft. And then watch your friends come out. Watch the adults get involved. Make it possible. I guess, well, you're going to need a new TV if you're going to be playing in a tournament. Pretty soon donations will come your way. Your life will change. Because I think we're here to use our gifts, not just to entertain ourselves. Some people, their gift is they're just really strong. They don't mind picking up heavy stuff. And you go, what is that? Well, guess what? We're going to have the Olympics. I don't know. You can be a weightlifter. Anything you have that you love to do and you're good at. What you love to do, if you do it enough, you will get good at it. Use that gift to help one of Gitchimanadu's creations. Some of you kids might actually just love puppies, love animals. Huh, sweetie? Yeah, what if you love animals? What should you do? Say you love animals. You just love playing with puppies. Take that love, go down to the Humane Society, the Great River Rescue or whatever, and say, I want to take your puppies out for a walk every day. And then watch the goodwill and good cheer come to your way. Now you got a job working with veterinarians and that. You could open up a whole world. Pretty soon, guess who needs to ride the horses at the horse ranch? Well, you've got this experience working with puppies. Let's teach you how to ride. All these horses here, they need exercise. Now, old broke little girl like you is riding ponies every day because she wanted to help animals. And now you got good at riding. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Ramble on! You want to get up here, sweetie? Yeah. All right. Up next, the lovely and talented Natasha. But first, a word from Sabé. Bigfoot. Miigwech Bizendawayeg. Thank you for listening.
Bonjour. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to support the show, if you would like to support BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture, you can click in the links below. You can click the link to Patreon, to PayPal, to GoFundMe. And you can order Ojibwe language books by Lyons by clicking the link to Amazon.com. But only if you believe. If you believe in Amazon.com. Many people say they've seen Amazon.com out here, Akuching. They say, oh, I've seen the footprints of Amazon.com. I do not know. I do not know. I'm not really into conspiracy theories. You know? I think if it were real, the mainstream media would tell us. That's what they do. That's their job. Who am I? I am Sabé. I am Sasquatch. I am Bigfoot. Goyakwa Diziwin. I am known for honesty and integrity. No, I don't know. Anyway, if you'd like to support the show, why don't you support the show already? You can click the link below. And now, miigwech, miigwech, miigwech. I tell you thank you 3 times. That means I really mean it.
That means he really means it. Miigwech, miigwech, miigwech. BOOZHOO, BOOZHOO, BOOZHOO. Hello, hello, hello. Natasha, an indigenous cause. Natasha's my name, huh, sweetie? Yep. So, how you guys doing? Anin, Aji, Ayan. Huh, sweetie, how are you? Andi, Ajayan. I kind of wanted to put these together because, I always get them confused when I'm speaking Ojibwe. Where are you going? That's almost the same thing, huh? How you are and where you're going. Sometimes you know you're on the road to destruction. Going out to the happy hour 4 nights a week. Where are you going? Well, probably going to the drunk tank after tonight. But yeah, made a lot of good points, but I've thought about that stuff. What do you love? What do I love? I love NANABOOZHOO. No. I love to play music. I love to perform, I guess. That sounds so stupid. Oh, I'm a performer. But, except for my crippling shyness, except for the fact that I have, what's that called when you can't speak in public? You can't speak in public? You have social anxiety. Social anxiety. I have social anxiety, you guys. I can't talk. I'm too shy. I'm Indianish. There's a word. Today's Indian word, Indianish. I'm totally kidding. I'm not Indianish at all. But do you guys know anybody who's Indianish? Somebody just never speaks. You're just, when they laugh, they got to cover their mouth. Oh, speaking of Indianish, see that picture of Don Burnstick? Oh, that was so gross. Ugh. I had good memories of that guy, but now I'm wondering. You guys know the comedian Don Burnstick? There's a picture on the internet of him shirtless making out with some really young girl. What is this? And who cares? It just seems weird. I didn't need to see that. Now it's etched in my mind. But anyway, so what do I love? I love making jokes. I love laughing. How can I turn making jokes and laughing and being adorable into helping somebody? I'm kind of along for the ride here. No, I think you're really important here. You know what else you do? What do I do? You pray a lot on this show. I do pray a lot, huh? Yeah, I'm kind of spiritual. Maybe that's what I do. I try to help people. Oh, you know what? Ida once told me something too about your gifts and your wounds. There's something in the intersection of the things you're blessed with and then the problems. Look at that. Like for me, I had, I was musical and artistic, and I could speak in public, and I was, I can be an actress or whatever. But my wounds, not knowing my culture, feeling lost, feeling disconnected to something spiritually, I guess. Well, I'm being, depressed and all that stuff. So the intersection, and that's what it was. And then the people you care about, sometimes the problems you're going to help them address are actually your problems, huh, sweetie? Yeah, really. So I don't know. Should I go outside and pray? Yeah, why don't you? Okay. I know it's cold, and I'm not sure about... Do we have another little song or something I can play first? Why? Because I need... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Before I go outside, you ever wonder what... If Paul Bunyan and Babe had a baby, what that baby would look like? Probably look something like this, huh? This cartoon is by Michael Lyons, and it's called Weesakote Winini. Weesakote Winini. And that means a person of mixed ancestry. And if I did this right, I should be able to teleport outside without too much trouble. Anyway, Weesakote Winini. Did you just burp? Yeah. I had too much coffee. Weesakote Winini. The person of mixed ancestry. And would be certainly some sort of, cross-species abomination. Anyway, okay, sweetie. Let's, can you teleport me outside, please? You got it. 1 to teleport. Make it. Oh, we did it backwards again. All right, can you start? All right, hang on. 1 to teleport. Make it so, number 1. Duh. Oof. Brr. It's cold out here. And, chilly today. Guessing cold. All right, so we got a little tobacco. Sema, Asema, Osema, depending on where you're from. Gitchimanadu. Should I go to the 4 directions? Nah, I'm just going to do Gitchimanadu. Gitchimanadu. Odapanani we Asema. Great Spirit, accept my tobacco. Daga we duka wishin. Minaway nungum. Please help me to speak well today. Gitchimanadu. Mikwech kaiji kakina geku. Kaiji chike anungum. Thank you for everything that you do today. Mikwech. Wa'ao bamadazian. Thank you for my life. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for the path you took. You led me through. Even when I didn't want to believe in you. Thanks for not giving up on me. Thanks for helping me find my purpose. And helping me to, do it every day. Tomorrow's going to be New Year's Eve. It'll mark 1 year of our live stream. Such a crazy thing, and I want to say thank you for letting us do it. Last night we got a big PayPal tip. And I don't know why. I feel like I should keep that private, but miigwech for every day providing for us. Gitchimanadu, please help us all. It feels like something weird's going on, and that somebody's trying to divide and conquer the people. Whether it's Republicans and Democrats, vaxxed, unvaxxed, trans, gay, straight, Christian, non, boy, girl, somewhere in between. There's so many things that are just making us all forget how much we love each other. Help us to remember just how crazy that we are for each other. I really think that. We're scared and we've been deceived so greatly we think everybody's an enemy. But I don't believe that. Help us wake up. Goshkozi. Goshkozi. Help us to wake up. Miigwech for everything. Utapanani wiasema. Happy Inge. Amen. Oh, thank you, my daughter. Well, hi, Gitchimanadu. How are you? Oh, I'm doing very well indeed. I am the creator. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Gitchimanadu, the Great Spirit. Hello, BOOZHOO crew. How are ye? How are you? Well, I was just listening to your prayers. Are you going to grant all my wishes? That's not how prayer works, my daughter, but I'll take care of you. Don't you worry. Okay. Yeah. These are crazy times, though, huh? Well, Nindonis, I am all-knowing and all-seeing, so it's a little different for me. But I understand from your perspective, it must seem like crazy days indeed. Yeah. I don't know. Help me not freak out. You'll be fine. Okay. I'm going to go home. All right. Gigawaba min minawa Nindonis. I will see you again, my daughter. Yep, Gigawaba min minawa Gitchimanadu. I'll see you again, Great Spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, the Great Spirit. All right. Boop. Okay, BOOZHOO. Hi, sweetie. Can you teleport me home? Yeah, you got it. Hang on, I'm going to scan for your coordinates. All right. And 1 to teleport. Make it so. Number 1. Hey, welcome back. Thank you, sweetie. You want to sign us out? Yeah, sure. Michael, do you want to add anything before I say goodbye? Will you remind them of Patreon? Oh, right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to support the show, you can sign up on Patreon. Miigwech for everyone who did last month. We really appreciate it. And miigwech to everyone who gives us a tip on PayPal. Links are in the description. And if you like, we could use money in GoFundMe. Plus, this is the other thing I learned this morning. What's that? You know how we thought we had a bad month in book sales? You mean how I thought I had a bad month in book sales? Yeah. We got another deposit into the checking account from Amazon. Oh, really? How much? Over $100. You're kidding. Yeah, 2 separate ones. I think it was from another country. Oh, that's awesome. So anyway, don't mean to discuss Junia in front of you. But if you'd like to order books by Michael Lyons, you can click the link to Amazon.com. And having said that, let me say this. Miigwech ganawabi egg. Thank you for listening. Or thank you for watching. And miigwech bizadawi egg. Thank you for listening. To BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This is NANABOOZHOO. Okay, miigwech.
This is Michael Lyons.
Thanks so much, you guys. We'll see you later.
And I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Minawa. Sweetie,
1 to teleport.
make it so. Number 1.